What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is how to build your glutes. In the last 5 years, I've went from this to this, and I'm here to share exactly how I did it. And spoiler alert, there is no quick fixes. There's nothing magical that helped me achieve this. This is just sustainable habits that I've built up over time based on 3 principles that I'm here to share with you today. If you don't know me, my name is Des. I'm the founder of Conquer Her Fitness, an online fitness coach, and my passion is helping women build their dream physiques, not only focusing on what we look like on the outside, but also building sustainable habits that last a lifetime. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, let me know what your favorite part was. Hopefully it's helpful, and let's dive in. There are 3 essential components to building your glutes. That is proper training, proper nutrition, and prioritizing recovery. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to hit all 3 equally. While today's focus will be on strength training, I will also be touching on nutrition and recovery just so that we can have more of a well-rounded understanding. I want to start by saying that anybody can build their glutes. It doesn't matter if you're training from home, if you're working out at the gym. It's all about consistency and progressing over time. It doesn't matter if that's dumbbells in your basement or if that's the hip thrust machine at the gym. You just need to be challenging yourself and being a little bit better every session, and you'll get there. Over the past 5 years, I have followed this approach and I've seen incredible results. Now, firstly, before we dive in on how to train the glutes, we have to understand what part of the glutes we're trying to train. There's 3 parts to the glute. We've got the glute max. This is the largest part of the glute that is responsible for those big, powerful movements. Think of squats, hip thrusts, and deadlifts. We've got the glute medius, which is located on the side of your hip. This is important for stabilization and can be targeted through movements such as the hip abduction. And lastly, we've got the glute minimus. This is the smallest part of the glute that is very important for hip stabilization. A well-rounded glute program will target all 3 muscles with a mixture of compound and isolation exercises, so let's dive into that next. Compound movements are your heavy hitters. These ones allow you to push more weight and hit multiple muscles all at once. Think your hip thrusts, Romanian deadlifts, squats, and Bulgarian split squats. Yes, they are very important and very effective. Next, we have your isolation exercises that focus on smaller, more specific muscles. Think of your glute kickbacks, hyperextensions, and hip abduction. For a well-rounded glute workout, I recommend starting with 2 to 3 compound movements when you have the most energy, and then moving into 2 to 3 isolation exercises so that you can focus on sculpting and defining the glutes. Your glutes are huge muscles and they can handle a lot of load, but that being said, you need proper recovery in between sessions. I personally train my glutes 3 times a week, and I mix them in with my other leg exercises. So the way that I have it split up personally, I'll train glutes and hamstrings, just glutes, and glutes and quads. This way I'm working the other parts of my leg as well. A typical glute-focused workout might look something like this. We would focus on heavier compound movements such as hip thrusts, moving into Romanian deadlifts, then finishing off with some Bulgarian split squats, hip abductions, and cable kickback. You don't need 10 exercises to grow your glutes. Focus on these core movements, master your form, and focus on increasing the weight, the intensity, and your form over time, and this will allow you to get stronger and really build your glutes. Now, I've been talking a lot about progressive overload. Progressive overload is all about pushing yourself just a little bit each time. It's the secret sauce to muscle growth, especially glute growth. There are 4 different ways that you can implement progressive overload into your training program. This is either increasing the weight, increasing the repetition, increasing time under tension, which is slowing down the movement and spending more time in the negative, and also reducing rest time. Shorter rest times can make the weight feel a lot harder. It doesn't have to be by big jumps. Just 1% better is all we need, and this is why it's really important to track your weights. If you work with me, you already have the app access where you can look at the previous weights that you lifted, and you can focus on either adding more weight or increasing your reps, or the other examples that I mentioned, to make sure you're implementing progressive overload in your workout. All right, we've got our training under control, and now we need to talk about our second pillar, which is nutrition. Your glutes will not grow without proper fuel. What you need to focus on is getting adequate protein. Generally, a good rule of thumb is 1 gram per pound, just to be safe. You also need an adequate amount of carbohydrates and fats as your energy sources. We want to stick to whole foods. Think of nutrient-dense options like oatmeal, berries, lean meats, and veggies. If you're training hard and not fueling your body enough, you're really holding yourself back. Trust me, I learned this the hard way. Save yourself some time and eat the food. It's gonna go to the right places. If you're not sure what your macronutrients should be, I have a free macro calculator on my website, and I'll also link it down in the description below, and that'll give you a great starting point. Give it a try, stick to it. Track your progress using measurements, progress photos, as well as your weight. See what the trend is doing over time and adjust as needed. The last pillar is recovery. Nothing works without a good night's sleep.
Nothing works.
We need at least 2 days a week to let our body fully recover and repair. I know you might think that more is always better, but that is not the truth when it comes to strength training. We're not growing in the gym, we're actually growing when we're recovering, so it's really important to take those days and make the most of them. We're gonna aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep per night. Skipping recovery is like skipping the last step in a recipe. It just does not work. Let your body rest and you'll come back stronger and more powerful. Okay, let's recap everything we've learned so far so that you can implement this into your next glute day. Number 1, train smart. Focus on a mix of compound and isolation movements to target all areas of your glutes. Focus on 2 to 3 compound exercises at the beginning of your workout and 2 to 3 isolation exercises to finish things off. Number 2, apply progressive overload. Make sure you're tracking your weights week by week so that you can make sure you're progressing in the right direction. Number 3, fuel your body. Make sure that you're taking in enough protein, carbs, and fats to build that muscle. Whole, nutrient-dense foods are your best friend. Number 4, prioritize recovery. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep per night and take your rest day. Number 5, and the most important one, is to stay consistent. Results do not happen overnight. Like I said, I've been on this journey for 5 years now. It takes time. The key is to not focus on the destination, but enjoy the journey along the way and celebrate those small wins as you go along. Also, getting yourself a coach to keep you accountable is super helpful. You don't have to think about anything. You've got the plan laid out for you. You just need to execute it, and you don't have to waste time spinning your wheels, doing the same thing over and over and not getting resolved. If you would like to work with me, I have a client intake application down in the description below, and I would love to help you build your glutes or any muscle for that matter. And there you have it, the things that I've implemented in the last 5 years to help me build my glutes. Let me tell you, it's not just about how your glutes look. It's about improving your posture, increasing your strength, and improving your confidence over time. You've got everything you need to succeed, and I'm really excited for you. I really hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and give me a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.